I'm going to spend 30 hours creating a massive nether portal in Skyblock. And unfortunately, that's going to cost a lot of money. So I spent many days farming potatoes, watching my balance rise. Although realistically, this farm is way too small. So I gathered resources, bought lots of dirt, and added 10 more layers to the farm. Now I just wait for the crops to grow. Or I could buy even more dirt, gather even more resources, and build another 10 layers of the farm. I think it's starting to become a problem. But now when I harvest everything, I get an extra 65,000 sky coins. But it's still not enough. So I went to my mob grinder and proceeded to murder 10,000 pigs. Sometimes I think I'm the evil one around here. But my potatoes have grown, I can mine the sugarcane, and I realize I've just got another $2 million from the cactus farm. Turns out I didn't need to kill all of those pigs. And with this new realization, I decided to build 3 more layers so that I could get more money by doing nothing. I always say, work smarter, not harder. Speaking of work, I'd better harvest these potatoes. And that gets me to 360,000 sky coins. And I can use all that extra money to buy a load of diamond blocks and complete this beacon and also this one. It's looking pretty good. But now I've got 2 problems. I don't have the space to build a massive nether portal island, and I still don't have enough sky coins to do it. I could keep harvesting potatoes to get more, and now, in order to build this portal, I'm going to need Netherwart blocks. As you can see right here, I have plenty of Netherwart, but ideally, a bigger farm will be much better. Which is why I'll first build a massive square, fill in the gaps. Took a little longer than I expected, but the floor is ready. Now to grab my shovel, harvest the Netherwart that is ready for it, and mine all this. Nice to have the wide open space back, then I can get busy placing and planting. And obviously this is going to have to be way bigger than it currently is. So to the shop I go to buy a load more, but apparently it is ridiculously expensive. $500,000 for a stack. Yeah, I've got my work cut out making this entire farm. Ran out already, and I barely filled any of the platform up. At least these can all be growing nicely. I am going to buy a few more, which is basically all my money gone. Although the cactus farm has got me another 189k, so I'm withdrawing that to buy another stack and plant as much as I can. I reckon the floor having a crafting table with a double chest above it will be handy just to put these in. I can leave those growing, and yes, I'll need millions more to finish the farm, but in the meantime, I can harvest the sugarcane. And this is on my server, penguin.gg. Just come online and type WarpSB to come and see me, and there's double rewards for voting for the entire weekend. Got a bit more money from all that, and it's nowhere near as profitable as farming something like potatoes, which I'm not going to do right now because I have something more important to worry about. Another component of this portal is going to be the moss block. I'd go bankrupt if I tried to buy all the ones that I need, so instead I'm going to have to make a way to farm them. I've also upgraded my minion using some sky coins so that instead of spiders, it's now something that gets me bones, because I can use these bones to make bone meal. Very useful and absolutely necessary to build the moss farm. Well done, little minion. You're being very helpful. Might as well sell all the string and spider eyes it's been getting me too. The farm's going to require quite a few resources which can be mined from here, like pistons and repeaters. I could buy obsidian, but that's going to be pretty expensive, and furnaces would accomplish the exact same thing. And with all this, I'm ready to go. Just want to extend the slabs out a bit. That should give me enough space over here to get to work building. The moss block on top is what is going to get bone milled and turn stone around it into moss. And it needs extending on all sides like this. And this is why I needed furnaces, and I didn't use obsidian because obviously it's cheaper to get furnaces, because you can't move a furnace with a piston. So on each edge there's going to be a couple of furnaces with pistons in front of them and glass either side. I'll get that repeated on all 4 of these. Then I'll add a few extra stairs and more furnaces. And to make it so that this bit generates more stone, we're going to have water-logged things like that, glass to hold it all in with some blocks, and then finally lava, so that whenever those pistons extend, new stone will generate right there. And I can actually save myself some lava because there only needs to be 1 bucket there, and it'll spread over onto both. Looking pretty good. Next, I need 9 pistons all facing downwards, and that's going to be pushing against this stuff up here. It's going to kind of clear what generates on top of the moss. Shouldn't be too tricky to do. There we go. And these solid blocks are what is going to allow redstone to connect. Now to add a load of the redstone that will connect up to the pistons. I'm also connecting up these edge pistons. Also add the system that will pick everything up, allowing everything to go into this chest. And whilst I can activate this manually using a button, I now want to create a little redstone clock so that it'll just be working all the time by itself. Doing that does mean I'll need more repeaters and also a comparator. Got the timer here, so I know it works, I'm just testing it. But to properly hook it up, I want something like this, and it's all connected to an observer. Then I'll do this, meaning that every time that repeater updates, the pistons will extend. Now to visit my minion. grab our loads of bones, which can be turned to bone meal. And once this is all put into the dispenser, and it is just not quite properly working, for some reason these repeaters aren't getting activated, which to me doesn't make much sense because they should be. But I can fix that pretty easily by doing something like that. Apparently repeaters are just broken. All repairs have been successful. Now to run the farm. And it'll start getting me plenty of moss blocks. I'll leave that running in the background and go on a massive potato harvesting spree. Selling all those has got me to 2 million. They've also all regrown. I could just go around again, but I've had enough of harvesting potatoes. Takes like an hour to do all of it. Instead, I'm going to check on my moss farm, which has been doing very well. Look at that. Have we got much bone meal left? Okay, we've run out of bone meal, which has meant there's no moss left. Yeah, I probably should have stocked it with more than just 3 stacks. Not to worry though, I can top it all up. And actually, if I was to change this block here to instead be a dropper, then I'll be able to fit twice as much bone meal in the system. So I'll set it off running, and as you can see, it is slowly going down bit by bit on this one. And the top one as well. So that's definitely much better. Also make a couple extra chests to store all of these bones. I could even use the furnaces as like a secret storage that nobody knows about. Why not? I think it's pretty cool. And next I want to use my vast amount of money, which can be increased thanks to that cactus farm, to buy more stuff to extend this Netherwart farm. Also very cool to see that all of this has grown. Once every single crop is replanting itself, this is going to make life so much easier. I've only got like 226 levels to go. And even with all that, it's still not enough to finish the farm. But great progress has been made. And I can get a bit more cash in from sugarcane. This really is pointless for money compared to the potato farm. But my sky coins are actually more than what I need to pay for the nether. As you can see, it's only 500k. But I think I have no choice but to get the 2.5 million needed to extend the border. Then I'll properly have enough space to build the island. It'll just be so much better. It'll take some time, but once it's done, it'll definitely be worth it. I also want to see how much I get for selling the moss. 40,000. I tell you what, that's not that bad. I can actually make loads of these, hook it up to an auto sell chest, and make so much money. It's an idea for the future, but right now, I actually need millions of these moss blocks for the build. 300 stacks to be precise, which is actually the equivalent of 3 double chests. But I reckon once I top up the bone meal, it shouldn't take too long. Another material needed for this build is going to be 12 stacks of obsidian. That would cost me 6 million to buy, so I'm certainly not spending that kind of money. Instead, I am going to get lava. That can be done with a few pointed dripstone, which are very cheap, placed above cauldrons with lava on top. You think it looks pathetic, but on this server, yes, lava forms very quickly, which makes me want to extend this platform. At least I thought on this server it did it really fast, but it could just be a fluke. Platform's looking nice and big, giving me plenty of room for a bigger lava farm. I've ended up going all out on the size of this, as you can see, because having access to loads of obsidian will just be useful. Look at this, it's filled up again. I need to remember to empty these, really, don't I? Buckets can go in this chest. I can actually top up my lava as well. That is all the cauldrons down. Now to place the remaining lava. And there we have it. Mission accomplished. I'll quickly nip down here to harvest even more Netherwart. And now I need sky coins and I need cash. So farming more potatoes is the answer. Almost another 2 mil in the bank thanks to that. Plus I can harvest all the lava, although it looks like why a few of them have not done it, I'm not entirely sure. No point asking questions though, I'll just collect it up. I'm definitely going to need a bigger chest. Then I'll buy a bunch more of this to extend things even more. And it's still not enough. I'm hoping that harvesting all these will get me the money I need to finish it, but I'm not holding my breath. It's also going to be amazing when every single crop will plant itself. Just 182 more herbalism levels to go. Although the fact that I need 95 stacks of Netherwart blocks does kind of worry me that I've got a big project of farming still ahead of me, since I'm not even a tenth of the way there yet. I have also got 4 daily quests, which I might as well do. They just get me a few extra things. Also forgot that I probably have to empty this thing. And I think it might already have me all of the moss blocks that I actually need. Hold on, I just realised I need 6 double chests, not 3 double chests. So I'm actually only halfway there. Sometimes when my skills do worry me. I'll get these on top. Or maybe I won't, because then I can't open them. That's not smart. Instead, I'll keep them coming along like that. Before I crack down on getting those daily quests done, already I'm getting more lava ready to be harvested, but I've just not got enough buckets. So I reckon it is worth building the obsidian converter. So my thinking behind this is a very simple design. This dispenser will send out lava buckets. If I make some stairs, a single piece of obsidian behind, and a stairs facing like this that'll hold everything in. I've just got to waterlog it. Then every time a lava goes here, look at that, turns straight into obsidian. I'll even refine it so that that's a sign. The observer's going to face like that. And I've realised the buckets are going to stay in here unless I make a few modifications. So I'm building it over here where I've just got a little bit more space. Took me a while, but I think I have now cracked it. I go like this and Look at that. It's all working perfectly. I had to sit and think about it for so long, but now I can get my buckets back and refill them, and grab all of these to add them to the machine as well. It really has felt like the redstone episode. So many new contraptions have been built. Speaking of contraptions, I don't know why this one randomly stopped. I've still got a lot more moss to gather, and I might as well sell all this. Now, if I just sit here and mine, I'll get loads of obsidian. That's all of it used up. I can grab a load of buckets, harvest lava, and restock the machine. Can't believe the plan is working so well. Getting the 12 stacks I need actually looks a lot more achievable. I already got 57. Press this button just to get it going. I realized the obsidian behind was completely unnecessary, so it's not there anymore. This really is great. Nearly 2 stacks just like that. It's absolutely brilliant. The lava's flowing in. I'll leave that to do its thing. And I think with the bone meal that this will give me, I can even speed it up. Do I want to speed it? You know, I'm going to pay for it and make it go even faster. But yeah, combining the bones with herbalism level 1000 will allow me to get sky coins and other stuff so fast, because I have a plan for a new farm. But yeah, I cannot do it until I reach level 1000. Now, I don't know if I really just want to go and mine up all these potatoes right this moment. Even if something like that is kind of necessary. Instead, I do want to make sure that I am not neglecting my Netherwart growth, since I need them for Netherwart blocks. Quickly do another lava top up and mine all of the obsidian up. And now that's done, I'm going to get very busy and keep mining potatoes until I get herbalism level 1000. This is going to take some serious farming. I then spent 27 grueling days farming potatoes over and over again. I am absolutely sick at the sight of these crops. I did get way past level 1000 herbalism though, so every single one replants itself. Which, just look at it. It's absolutely amazing. And the main reason I kept going is because I am going to need 3 million sky coins. So I was like, I'll just go for as long as I can. But now that I'm at the top, I can stop for a bit, deposit 2.5 million sky coins, and then the island size upgrade can be bought. The extra space is beautiful, and whilst these cauldrons are all full, I should get busy emptying them. I've also noticed, if you see, this end one isn't lava source, which is a problem because that cauldron just couldn't fill. So I'm glad that that's now fixed. Quickly using this should get me close to another stack. There we go. There's a decent amount there. I can always buy the rest if I need to. I do have lots of money after all those potatoes. I've got all of the moss that I could ever need, as you can see. 6 double chests worth. Now I want to build this fancy portal on an island over here. That's why I needed the extra space. Realistically, this entire spawner tower I made, it's in the way. And so I definitely think it makes a lot of sense for me to get rid of it. All gone. I'll just chuck everything into here, I think. Look at all these spawners I've got as well. And the next thing that's got to go that's even more sad, it's the cobblestone generator, because it's definitely in the way. No point worrying about it. I'll just get, well, without setting myself on fire, but I will get to work. Strange to see it's not there. I kind of want to get rid of everything else, but it's going to be so much effort to do these chests. Never mind, I'll stop complaining and just get on with it. And before I break that one, it might be wise to grab slabs and begin the pathway. Then when I mine it, everything doesn't just fall into the void. This pathway needs removing and changing to cobblestone. And now that's sorted, time to grab a bunch of moss and also netherwart blocks. And then I can get to work. I also want the bottom of the island to be way down here, so I'm just going to have to place a load of blocks. Now it's just going to be a slow and steady process of terraforming up this island. It is coming along nicely. It's also taking quite a bit of effort. So once I have finished this layer, I'm going to focus on making sure I've got every single material I need. That means I can finally get this netherwart farm completed. And it is so nice that they all now replant themselves. Herbalism 1000 really is the meta. All of these extras should be good enough for now, plus the ones I've got in the chest. So I'll stock up on moss, gather lots more lava, and turn it to obsidian. 4 stacks isn't bad, but I will still need quite a bit more. Not going to worry about that though. Instead, I will get busy with this island. The island took forever, but I'm just now having to fill in the top bit and it'll be done. And that is all of them used up, which means I need to make a trip. Don't want to miss that jump. But yeah, I need to make a trip to the Netherwart farm so that I can grab lots more. That should probably do it. Got loads of my overflow if I need it as well. And that is Operation Build an Island complete. And before I build the portal, I still need to unlock the nether. So just before I begin Operation Farm Millions of Potatoes, I'm going to grab the lava to gather more obsidian. And now it's time to get farming. I'm almost there with the sky coins, but I'll need to harvest a few more of these. I'll just let them grow. And whilst I'm waiting, crack on with this portal. The obsidian's going to be useful, and I need a few stacks of warped planks. And now to just get to work. It's going to be a triangular shape on both sides, and then flat like this. Then I can layer it up again, and the middle bit is going to be a bit of a staircase with obsidian obsidian, you can see. And I'll repeat that a few more times. I think the whole staircase thing is starting to look quite good. And that's the entirety of the base done. Now I can begin building up the actual portal. And once I place these, one side of the portal is quite high. Obviously, it needs to go a bit further up still. But first, this side needs sorting as well. And now both sides are at the height where they're both equal. This is the part where I'm going to roof off the portal. So it could technically be lit now and work, but there's still a bit more to be added. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the tower complete. Look at it. The portal is done in all of its glory. This needs removing, so it makes it look a little weird. And I still need 73,000 more sky coins to unlock the nether. Best way to get those: farm loads of potatoes. And that is more than enough sky coins in the bank. I will finally purchase this upgrade. I'll craft a flint and steel, and let's see if this works. Let's see if I've done everything correctly. That's not right. Apparently I misplaced a bit of obsidian. This time it's worked. Doesn't that portal look cool? And at my nether home, this is the brand new dimension. How very, very cool.